to the mystery of the night. I know there is an easy way, but it is my choice anyway. Don't let me waste my time in futile thinking anymore. Fading, not to be tamed. Watch me, I never will lean upon you. I can go by myself, I in the freedom. Time never stopped away from me. Looking for answers and looking for the clue. Flying by Nobody taught me to hint. Live a happy life of a dream. I'm not waiting for a fortune teller. I feel that my wish will come true. I never thought I had to that line. Is it my treasure? Tell me what I really look like. Fancy came to my mind. That leads me to somewhere far away. Distant place, distant time, fly in the freedom. Time never stopped away from me. Looking for answers and looking for the clue. There's a lot of things to do. Come on, I'm ready to gamble. It's time to play the game. Fly in the freedom. Tell me what is this feeling?
Alright. Everything should be working fine. Hi everyone. Welcome to Cafe Autumn, where we don't care who you are as long as you're not a con. Yeah, today we're gonna be playing RWBY Grimm Eclipse. Yeah, I don't really have much that. I don't really have much that I actually like really want to say about it, honestly. Does it look bad? Alright. It's unless it's doing it on purpose. Unless these trees, like, I guess these are trees and they're fucking with me. Also, the sound is out of sync. Also, yeah, I'm back in my my other design because now we're out of winter and we're going into the spring season. So I figure, well, now because I actually like am going full circle, now just why not have this design for spring and summer and then my previous design for fall and winter. So yeah, basically nothing's really changed with it, except I added this now. Yeah. I'm gonna be adding this for whenever I, like... It just whatever, like, I just kind of want to do. There we go. Yeah, it doesn't line up entirely because they're not exactly in the same position, but yeah, they work. Okay, so let's see what I can do about the actual thing here. I have had this game since I don't know how, like RWBY Grimm Eclipse. I've had this game for a long while now. I don't know how long I've had it, but as you can no doubt tell, yeah, I've stopped playing it like years ago. For a pretty obvious reason, I did kind of want to revisit it. And, more or less, like, a big problem I have even back in the day was that it felt like it was trying to be so many things all at once. So that wasn't really all that fun. But yeah, maybe give it a shot. Maybe it'll change. I seriously doubt it'll change anything. And yeah, also, since the company doesn't really, like, make the show anymore, I don't really necessarily think I have to worry about anything regarding, like, criticism of this show as if I did before. So I'm not going to hold back on anything. I'm not going to be nice about it. I'm not. If something sucks, it fucking sucks. I'm just going to say it. Alright. Oh. Hold up. There we go. Alright. Yeah, it's better, I guess. So, if I recall correctly, I did beat this game, but yeah, I don't really care. Oh, I got to pick my difficulty? Sure, legendary, I don't care. I don't remember this game being all that difficult. Oh yeah, that's right, they had a bunch of DLC outfits, none of which I want. Yeah, none of which I want. Also, yeah, no music is playing because, no. I'd rather not sit here listening to RWBY music being put into the actual game and whatnot. It's kind of the same problem I have with some other games like Genshin Impact, where it looks cool, but it just feels sort of waitlist. Yeah. Also, yeah, the voices are turned off because reasons. That's right, this game had a fucking... Just about every enemy you come across has the ability to, like, just fucking counter them, and they have this, like, brilliant pop-up about when they're gonna attack. Yeah. I don't really know if I'm gonna really enjoy myself with this, honestly. I was right, they had an RPG system. Yeah, this whole thing of hitting the counter button a bunch of times really is not all that great. I can barely see. I can barely see wherever the menu's at. Wait. Is the game still going? It still is. Well, that's an oversight for single player, isn't it? Combat feels pretty weightless, and all the various amounts of enemies that they're throwing at me don't really amount to much when there's this little highlight that undoes everything that they have coming. Yeah, I didn't really feel like I got killed because I wasn't smart or anything. I felt like I just got killed because they hit hard. That's all I felt. Also, no checkpoint system. Interesting choice for a single player game. It's almost like this was mainly just designed to be a 4-player co-op. And that's it. And single player was sort of secondary. Okay, well, I retract my previous statement. I guess it does have a checkpoint system. Here, I was thinking I would just have to start all the way from the beginning, so at least there's that. You know what probably would have been beneficial for this game if they had some sort of like an introduction, like an opening cutscene or something. Because they just kind of throw you into it and then just expect you to get it. Oh yeah, I remember this. This is the tower defense segment, which is mandatory. Yep. There's no, like, round slam attack for her. Yeah, I was right. This game doesn't pause. So it kind of sucks if you're playing this game and you want to do something else. Or you need to get something at the door or something. You gotta, like, quit immediately. There's no, like, parry system. There's no way to block. It's just you hit them until they die. And that's it. Yeah, like that's a counter. That's an ability to counter, but that's it. Don't have anything. Well, what else would be beneficial is something like, oh, I don't know, a score system? Like a grading system, like, you know, going up from C to B to A or something like that. But that would also imply that this game also has, like, other combos you can do. It's a hack and slash tower defense game. And it wants to be everything and anything in a lot of ways. But it just feels so unfocused. Instead of it feeling like supplementary and encouraged to do and everything, it just feels mandatory. Like I have to fight enemies, okay, but then I also have to defend a tower. Like, couldn't this just have been like a supplementary mode? Just a tower defense one? Yeah, again, if it seems like I'm just spamming one attack or one combo and doing nothing else, I assure you it is, and I don't really have anything else I can do. I can do this, but that's kind of it. How do I lock onto enemies? That would be kind of useful to be able to keep my eye on an enemy and most of my attacks landing. Let's try someone else. Let's go down the list here. Okay, this is a little better. Only because it's actually something other than what RWBY was doing. That's her ultimate? Wow, they just stand there for a bit, don't they? Kinda thought that window of opportunity would have been tighter. Oh wow, they just kinda stay there, don't they? Yeah, I can start to see why their idea of difficulty is just sending more monsters at you instead of trying to buff up and upgrade, like, their ones that exist in the game with newer moves. They kind of went the lazy approach of game design with this. Also, is that it? Wonderful. And please don't show up unless I walk around. Yeah, they don't pop up automatically for a section where it's tower defense and they're after this. Yeah, this feels weird. It just feels like an online game offline. Like, the more I'm playing it, the more I'm realizing, okay, like, it feels like every character is just a piece of a puzzle. And I don't mean that in a good way. Like, usually games have, like, a co-op sort of mode, right? Pieces of a puzzle, you kind of want that, because you want characters that can play certain roles and be able to, you know, maximize team efficiency in other ways. Like, I get that. But it feels like piece of a puzzle in the sense of, like, it feels like they had this style up for one particular character in mind, and then they divided several moves upon all 4 characters from the sense of it, instead of putting more attention onto the 4 individual characters, putting more time on them. Yeah, because the more I'm playing through the rest of the girls, it feels like these are moves that belong to a character that is using different weapons, like Devil May Cry, but they're trying to market it as, yeah, these are all these individual characters. It doesn't feel satisfying. Blake, out of all the pieces of the puzzle, probably feels the most satisfying? Just because, like, yeah, it's hack and slash, but it's also quick and nimble and fast. Like, it feels genuinely the most satisfying, despite what the game really wants to make you exploit and cheese, such as the counter system and the team attacks, which is only done by one character. Holding that. Yeah, holding that does something. None of these characters have a satisfying, like, ground pound attack. Unless that's, like, something that they get out. I don't think so. Yeah, these ultimates are kind of weak. These ultimates are really kind of weak, and for a character that is advertised to be able to do more damage as she gets hit, that was kind of weak. And if I'm supposed to be doing something else with these characters, like, there's no, like, tutorial mode, there's no training mode, there's nothing. They just put you in this with these characters and then just go have, and then I guess just say have fun, but... Okay, so this is the ultimate. There's no real way to actually... Wow, there's no real way to actually upgrade your skills. like in fighting. Like there's no additional combos or anything. You're stuck with these moves. That's boring. That really is. So yeah, you kind of enjoying these moves at the start, but then you want like moves later on. Well, tough shit, because this is all you get. This does not feel good. I know the story behind this game is that it had a pre-alpha, which was a fan project that was based off of like the Red trailer from RWBY. Which honestly, I played it once. I remember it being really fun. It was just a hack and slash. It was just a beat 'em up survival, and that was it. And it was fun. And then as soon as Rooster Teeth got a hold of it, they added more stuff to this game, outside of being just a hack-and-slash survival beat-em-up. And then they, I guess, forced the original developer to remove their pre-alpha off of the listing. Because why? I feel like that would have been kind of a nice little gem or Easter egg to have, or even just include in your game. Like, this is what the game used to be like. Man, that window to them getting team attacked is actually pretty fucking long. They just stay in stun lock, don't they? Yeah, this... Honestly, it really feels like, out of everything, you know what a game that actually managed to do RWBY's combat really well? Fucking Blazblue Cross-Tag Battle. Like, that, in my eyes, nailed it. Even though it was a 2D fighting game by Artstation, I really feel like it helped me, like, nail the feeling of you're playing as RWBY characters. This feels like a game with RWBY skins all over it. It feels like a game with a RWBY mod is the thing. Like, this doesn't feel like RWBY to me. Was that their big mini-boss? Wow. You know, I have a feeling that because Legendary literally says, yeah, we're just gonna put more Grimm in it, I have a feeling that it would just... Oh, wow, that's the end of the mission. Wow. So that's what the result of it is. But I have a feeling that even if I were to go in, like, Legendary mode, I have a feeling just it would have been the same result over and over again. Where I'm just hitting the enemy, waiting for the counter option to pop up, hitting it again, and then stunning him. And then that's it. Yeah, this... Like, you see me, I'm trying to give this a I'm trying to give this another chance. I'm trying to give this a fair shot and play it as is, but the more I play it, the more I'm just like, yeah. I'm like, this could be so much more. It really could. An idea, not just an idea like RWBY, but an idea like a RWBY hack and slash game. You could do so much more with this. Hell, you could do what Persona 5 did and just collab with Koei Tecmo for a fucking Muso game. For a fucking Warriors game. I feel like that would have been awesome. Oh, it spins while it charges. I guess I just gotta keep out for the counter button. That should be good. Let me see. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong that you don't... You didn't prove me wrong. It pisses me off that there's no way to actually upgrade my attacks. There is for the ultimate, there is for the ranged, and there is for the team attack. But that's it. That's all there is that I can upgrade. I can't upgrade my normal attacks, I can't upgrade my air specials, I can't upgrade anything like this. I can't do anything like that. Also, this is another thing. I know I lowered the voice, but I added in the subtitles because maybe, just maybe. But it does feel like it really wants to hold my hand on a lot of this, doesn't it? Like, here's, like, for example, right? Ignoring that last part, right? I come into this area, right? I'm not told what to do or anything. Ignore that. Right? I'm not told what to do or anything. And I just have to look around and sort of just look at the environment and sort of figure out, all right, how do I move on from here? Just sort of play around. Just get a feel of the environment and everything. Just like this right here. I'm not leading to the objective or anything. I'm just literally just exploring. And then I come to this, like, oh, I need to get to that bridge. And then this pop-up comes up where it's like, oh, activate. Okay. Like, if I figure that out on my own, or if it goes on for way too long, and I'm just like, alright, I don't know what to do, then show me a hint. Right? But it just at every point, it wants me to, like, just go straight to the mission objective and spell it out. Instead of, like, you know, letting me explore and figure this out by myself. You know, like a functional human being. It wants to treat me like I'm a kid, essentially. Can't believe I'm about to say this, but fucking Kingdom Hearts, the game with literal Disney characters, treated me more like an adult. Kingdom Hearts, the game with one of the most fucking friendship is magic-esque stories, right? A game for kids treated me like an adult. And that game is years old. I guess this game is too, but this game is, like, Kingdom Hearts is so old at this point. It's actually kind of impressive. I really also could do without these Wave 2, Wave 3, Wave 4 incoming. Just send the enemies my way, man. Like, fucking Devil May Cry got that right. Like, just send the enemies my way. And then just give me sort of a heads up, like, through the visuals, right? Have, like, a special cinematic where the bridge actually showcases it's actually finished and everything. And then I should be good. Like... Unless I'm playing an actual survival mode and whatnot, you don't have to fucking tell me this. Did I just get... Wow. I got a little locked in there, didn't I? Like, okay, look, if it looks cool, I assure you, that is really all I think it is. It just looks cool. It doesn't play, it doesn't feel cool. Like, I guarantee you that. Alright, look, I'm getting tired of bitching. You know what? Fuck it. We're switching. Because at this point, like, I am less than an hour in, and I'm already sick and tired of this. So we're switching. Fucking, I try, because I will show you a game that feels more like RWBY. Like, after all of that, I'm about to show you a game that feels more like RWBY.
Blazblue!
Cross tag battle!
Anyone online out of curiosity? Some people are. I mean, we could try striking a match, but I doubt we can get any going. Yeah. There's one person, but I seriously got it. Here, let's just go survival. That's fine. Let's have this. Because at this point, I'm just like, I gotta show y'all. I'm sick of, I'm looking at the game, I'm like, I'm sick and tired of playing
Please
it.
select your character.
Here, let's...
Ruby Rose.
I haven't played this in a while.
Rice Schnee. Get ready. Get ready.
Ruby、私たちの出番みたいですわよ。そうだね。行こう。
Comrades, it takes me back.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Yeah.
Predicted outcome unchanged. Exceeding limits. Predictable damage confirmed. No issues. Breakage. No issues. Finish. Breakage. Damage confirmed.
Like, already, this few minutes that I've played this game now significantly feels more like RWBY than their own game. I'm not even kidding.
Get ready.
Less than an hour into that game, and I was finding so... And I was just, like, playing through, and I was just like, you know what? It would be so much better if I was playing a better RWBY game. And I was just like, wait, well, I do have a better RWBY game, and it's not even a RWBY game. The Arxis game that's a collaboration with several IPs.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight. Counter.
Genuinely.
RWBY. Get ready.
Like, there's no just, alright, well, there's a tower I have to defend, and I have to fight off 4 hordes of enemies and hit the same counter button and wait for the same prompt for the team attack over and 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 over again. There's not hordes of enemies that I'm throwing at, that they just throw at me in terms of increasing difficulty. No. I know it's a fighting game, but at the same time, it's just like, what is RWBY best known for? It's fights! Whoop. Again, compared to the less than an hour that I was playing that game, you see how much more fun this is? Like, I'm genuinely having a lot more fun. Like I said, yes, I know this is a fighting game. It's very different than RWBY and Grimm Eclipse and whatnot. But again, what is RWBY most famously known for? It's fights. It's best to have a game that has combat and fighting in it, but Grimm Eclipse just does not feel like that's the case. It doesn't feel like a RWBY game. It feels like a game with characters that have RWBY skins in them.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
You sure you're ready for this? Come on.
But
Collaborative battle?
Anyone unaware, yeah, no, this music is not, all this music heard is not in official cross-tag battle. This is my music mod.
Crossing fate. Fight.
After this stream, I'll leave a link to the mod and the game that I play on Game Banana.
Better than I thought.
Little too late, and that's a happy birthday. Those who don't speak FGC, a happy birthday is when you're in tag games like Cross Tag Battle, and you get two characters out of the lineup at the same time. That's a happy birthday, and I got her into one of my supers too. If it's a 3-player game, and you get all 3 members in, it's called a Merry Christmas. Little fun fact for you for those who don't play FGC. And that was deliberate. I didn't say I didn't mean those who play fighting games. I mean those who don't play the FGC. Because playing fighting games and playing the FGC is 2 different things.
Ready.
Ah, this is Ragna's theme, replaced with Jin Kazama's from Tekken 3.
Ruby. Hostile was
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
barrier. Defending.
Annoying.
Defending. Unbelievable. Defending. Barrier. Heavy damage. I'm safe. Heavy damage. I'm safe.
I can handle this myself. Blazblue. Annoying. Weak. Nice try. Annoying. Annoying. What? Nice try. Is this the end?
Ruby. White. Get ready. Can't escape from crossing fate.
That's one's gonna be tricky because he's a command grabber. She got me an island right there. Bingo. Woo!
Get ready. Get ready.
Ruby?
If you don't stay in sync with...
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Emerald, you can't escape. Hilarious. Emerald, right outside. Persona. Crimson Raider. You aren't bad. Crimson Raider. Press on. Well done.
Come on, chorus circle. Pop in. There we go. Happy birthday.
No good. Not here. Not yet. My resolve is set. Not yet.
Activate it.
You move well.
Can I nail it home? No, I can't. Yeah, I lost. But genuinely,
I refuse to be
that was significantly so much more fun than my time, just that less of an hour that I played Grimm Eclipse. 18 minutes on that. 18 minutes, not even half the time. Yeah. I tried giving this a shot, and it just, I get why I can't come back to this. I tried giving this a shot. I tried giving this a fair chance. I tried my best. I experimented with different characters. I saw what it was. You can't upgrade your main attacks. You can't upgrade your specials. You can only upgrade your team attacks, which are only really beneficial to have when you're in co-op, honestly. Otherwise, it's just a pointless counter. You can only upgrade your ultimates, and you can only upgrade your ranged attacks. Your ultimates are basically just, oh yeah, this is a circle attack, or it's an explosion. And your ranged attacks are literally just 2 shots and then 1 big fiery shot. That's literally it. The game's mode sucks because it puts together hack and slash beat 'em up with tower defense. And it spells everything out for you like you're 7. You know? I don't feel like I don't really feel like my gameplay is like genuinely like I don't really feel rewarded for playing through this and exploring or anything. I really don't. They really just want you to stick to objectives. There's no there's nothing really to keep in mind for if you're playing on single player offline for pausing. There isn't. And yeah, like again, like with this game, what would have benefited more is again a major focus towards what they really wanted necessarily in terms of gameplay. And also some visual aids. I'm not talking about, oh, you need to go here. I'm talking about like, hey, could you give us like sort of like context to the story? Like, is this a mission that Team RWBY is on and everything, where they have to explore the forest and everything? If so, have like, I don't know, if you don't want to spend the time to animate it all, have visual like stills to showcase it. There are games that will do this, but it has none of that because it just puts you in the mission, gives you the rundown through narration and off-screen dialogue. It doesn't bother to put in like new game models or anything. No. This is a waste of space and honestly a waste of my time. Like, if I recall correctly, I'm pretty sure that I made a... Yeah. Back in 2019. While the graphics were nice, the gameplay is fine, and the different character playstyles are interesting, it feels like it's trying too much. It feels like it's trying to be a co-op arena fighter, an RPG, and a tower defense game all in one. The story isn't that spectacular, you can beat it fairly easily, although, all things considered, considering the sense of difficulty is, hey, let's just throw horde after horde of different enemies. Don't really think it's... I don't really know how true that is in terms of difficulty, honestly. And the various enemies get boiled down to a simple quick-time event with enough time. Yep. It's not that much of an actual challenge, and most of the challenge is left to co-op modes, which excludes people who simply play alone. 6 out of 10. I was being generous at the time. It's nice looking, kind of fun at times, but this feels like a letdown in terms of RWBY's first gameplay. Cross-tag battle felt more like a RWBY game in my opinion. This was April. Dude, fucking 19-year-old me. 19-year-old me saw this shit and knew it was bad. It's... Me from 19 years old saw this for what it was. And me in my 20s sees this for what it is. If that isn't a sign that this game sucks, I don't know what is. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry to say this game, like RWBY Grimm Eclipse is one of the worst examples of trying to get people introduced to like RWBY in terms of a video game. It really is. It is a game that has a lot of ideas that they tried to do all at once and with no real focus or no major bias towards what they wanted. Not really. And most of the time that I spent in the last bit here playing cross-tag battle was significantly more of an enjoyable time as a RWBY game as opposed to the actual RWBY game. And I don't even want to try Arrowfell. I don't even want to try their closed down gacha games. I don't want to try any of that. Rooster Teeth, genuinely, they suck at making games. They suck at making games. And it's not because, like, you know, like, they just the games are unplayable, period. No, it's just they have no actual focus. They have no idea what these games want to be. And a lot of the times, even when they do, the games are more with an identity of a gameplay as opposed to being genuine fan service. Like, answer me this, right? Genuinely, if you're mad at me, RWBY fans, genuinely, answer me this. When you think of RWBY, when you think of the action-packed, crazy, it's also a gun, hardcore rock and roll-esque kind of TV show where characters with all these cool powers like speed, making shadow clones, using elements, being able to become Super Saiyans. Like, when you think of that, what would you prefer spending your time in? A fighting game or a game with fighting in it that is mostly just a tower defense game that sends hordes after hordes after hordes of enemies. This isn't me mad that a RWBY game like this exists. This is me mad that for the longest time, the only real RWBY, for the longest time, and I still say now, the only real, genuine RWBY game, to me, is a game that's not even made by the company. It is not even a game that is published by the company. It is a game that is collaborated with another company that makes, albeit easy, banger fighting games. Cross Tag Battle, if you want a, in my opinion, a more, this is kind of like the TV show game RWBY. You want the feeling of playing like you're fighting with RWBY characters, get Cross Tag Battle. Like, genuinely, it's all I have to say. Like, I will leave a link in the description to my music mod for Steam on Game Banana if you want to get it there. But I guarantee you, Cross Tag Battle, on the whole, is a more entertaining time and a more better time spent with your money, as opposed to RWBY Grimm Eclipse. And this is coming from somebody who this isn't my first time playing it. I've had this game since 2019. I've had this game since high school. And I remember specifically when. It wasn't even 2019. I had this game in like my sophomore or freshman year of high school. I've had this game for this long. And I have never wanted to come back to it. And now I'm revisiting it with the idea of maybe I'll give it a second chance. Maybe things have changed. Kind of like with Sonic Unleashed, how everyone was dunking on it, right? Like Sonic Unleashed, people were dunking on that game when it came out, and nowadays it's considered to be one of the best games, depending on who you say. I thought if I went to Grimm Eclipse years after I played it, I would try to give it the benefit of the doubt and be like, hey, this is actually kind of a fun time. Aside from some moments with some characters here and there, this was not fun. This felt like mandatory fun. Like I had to do this, instead of what I wanted to do. As opposed to Cross Tag Battle, which felt like I wanted to do this, instead of I had to do this. If that makes any sense. Genuinely, save your money on, my advice, save your money on Grimm Eclipse. If anything, if you are a RWBY fan and you haven't already, buy Cross Tag Battle. That is my best advice to you, as it is a genuine better RWBY game to me. And again, like I said, I'll leave a link to my music mod in the description below in case you want to listen to some other music and whatnot. For anyone curious, for RWBY tracks, it is made by Memo Demo. It's a album called Metro Jammers. They're really cool tracks. But yeah. Anyway, that's gonna do it. I gotta get out of here. I'm disappointed. I really am. I kind of starting to see why my friends didn't want to join me for this. Yeah. I thought I would have fun with this on some level, give it the benefit of the doubt, but clearly not. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. Links ultimately in the description. I have a BlueSky, I have a Cara. If you want to see my portfolio, it's on Artstation. And if you want to check me out on Twitch and whatnot, twitch.tv/cafeautumn. If you want to support me financially, ko-fi.com/theartsocialshow, because now I am actually opening commissions up to the public. So do feel free to contact me if you're interested. And if you want an example of my art, I mean, you're looking at it. I made everything you're seeing here, right in front of you. Everything from the little critter that's from Hawkeye Star Rail to the backgrounds and the environment. I made everything here. Just saying, if you want to hit me up for a commission, you know what to do. I'm gonna get out of here. Take care. Peace. And always remember, you're welcome at Cafe Autumn. As long as you're not a cunt. Take care.